Hello, my name is Jim Koger, and I'm the Deputy Director of Environmental Health and the lead sanitarian for the sewage and water programs at the Union County Health Department. The Union County Health Department is hosting 3 town hall meetings to inform residents about changes in the state household sewage rules. For people who are unable to attend one of those meetings, we've put together this simple video to help explain key points that are discussed at the meetings. As you can see on the slide, the purpose of the town hall meetings is to inform residents about changes in the state law regarding permitting household sewage treatment systems such as leach fields, drip distribution systems, Wisconsin mound systems, etc. And also to help answer questions that the residents have in regards to their systems and how the rules will affect them. Before we talk about the specific changes, I want to take a moment and explain the history of the current rules. The state of Ohio first adopted sewage rules in 1977. For obvious reasons, we often refer to these rules as the 77 rules. These rules were based on the best practice of the time and were very general. As the science of sewage treatment advanced, many counties adopted various changes to the 77 rules. This led to a variety of rules across Ohio's 88 counties. In 2007, the legislature passed sweeping reform of the 77 rules to include some of the best practices learned over the past 30 years. Local health departments were required to remove locally adopted rules and to adopt the new statewide rules. By the fall of 2007, the legislature had repealed significant portions of the 2007 rules for various reasons. Some elements of the original law remain, like the Technical Advisory Committee that approves what type of systems are allowed in the state. But other components like the rules affecting local implementation were repealed and sent back into rule writing. While new rules were being written, many local health departments maintained the updated 2007 rules. After 2 years of comment and revision, the state announced new statewide rules in 2014. The good news is that much of what is in the new rules is already implemented in Union County because the Board of Health adopted the 2007 rules. However, there are several changes that will affect homeowners and builders in Union County. That is the reason for the town hall meetings. The big question is, who exactly is impacted? Every homeowner who has a private, sometimes called residential, household sewage treatment system. This would include any leach field system, aeration system, discharging systems, drip distribution systems, mound systems, etc. If you are not tied into public sewer, you are likely impacted. If you pay a sewer bill to the county or municipality, you should not be affected by the new rules. This will also affect individuals building a new home because the rules create limitations on what types of systems can go in certain soil conditions, which we will get into later. The rules will also impact businesses who are not connected to a public sewer. For current homeowners, the biggest change is that all homes will be required to be on an operation and maintenance, or an O&M program. An O&M program is a fee-based service that inspects your household sewage treatment system on a regular basis. Currently, if you are on an O&M program, you are inspected on an annual basis. All aerators, discharging systems, and new systems permitted in 2007 to current are required to be on an O&M program. Under the new rules, the inspection cycle is being reevaluated based on the complexity of the system and its risk of failure. This means some systems will be on an annual inspection, while others may be inspected every 2 to 3 years. Inspections that reveal failing systems will be required to replace or repair the system as appropriate. As in the past, we will work with the homeowners to find the most cost-effective solution. Good annual maintenance and repairs can be done to extend the lifetime of the system. However, under the rules, some systems may be required to upgrade or replace if the repairs needed are too extensive. This leads to the second major impact on Union County, the types of systems allowed. The new rules create limiting factors based on this property's soil and water. Under the 2007 rules, the Board of Health adopted the least limiting separation distance allowed between the bottom of a sewage system and the seasonal high water table. Under the new rules, all systems in Union County must have at least 6 inches between the bottom of the leach line and the seasonal high water table. In many areas of Union County, that is impossible to achieve with traditional leach lines. This will require more complex systems or systems such as Wisconsin mound systems or drip distribution systems that are built above ground. Let's go into a little more detail on the O&M program. The Union County Health Department does not have to perform the inspection. We actually would encourage you to look at some of the private service providers. The Union County Health Department maintains a list of registered service providers on our website. For a fee, most of them will do the basic maintenance on the system annually and submit the report to the Union County Health Department on your behalf. If you choose not to go with the private service provider, then you will automatically default to an inspection from the Union County Health Department. We will not do any service on your system. We will simply inspect it to make sure that it is operating properly. We will then send you a report with any area of concern we may find and information on how to address it. There is a $50 fee associated with this particular inspection. You are welcome to and encouraged to contact us with any questions you have about your sewage treatment system. The state is giving some latitude to the local health departments to determine how it will add existing systems to the inspection cycle. The Board of Health will make a final determination and approve the cycle by the end of 2014. It is our hope to send a direct communication to all affected parties. Unfortunately, there is no accurate record of who has a private sewage treatment system in Union County, since many systems were installed before the 1977 rules. Based on household data from the county auditor and engineer, it is estimated that Union County has approximately 7,000 private sewage systems. Of those, less than 2,000 are currently on an O&M program. It is likely that it will take most of 2015 and beyond to get everyone on the inspection cycle. In regards to types of systems, we mentioned that the new rules create additional limitations on what systems can go into certain soil conditions. While traditional leach fields will still be allowed, where they will be allowed is incredibly limited for Union County. Let's take a moment to look at the limiting factors on new systems in more detail. Shown here are the limiting conditions typically found in the soil profile in Union County. Seasonal high water table, highly permeable material, also known as sand and gravel, dense glacial till, bedrock, and other conditions, etc. All of those conditions have to maintain what we call a vertical separation distance. Currently, seasonal water table is our first limiting condition, where currently we have a 0 vertical separation distance, 0 inches. Although we have vertical separation distance to all of the items mentioned below, they will change next year. As shown here in the top left-hand corner, you will see the typical trench profile under our current rules. A trench profile of 8 inches typically means the water table is at 8 inches. Hence, what we mentioned earlier, having a 0-inch vertical separation distance. If the water table is at 8 inches, the leaching trench cannot exceed 8 inches. However, in 2015, with the new rules, with the same soil conditions of 8 inches to seasonal high water table, a trench can only be installed 2 inches deep, maintaining the minimum vertical separation distance of 6 inches. For any site in Union County that is 7 inches or less to seasonal high water table, a Wisconsin mound or drip distribution system will need to be installed. In order to achieve a subsurface trench, as shown in the top left-hand corner of the page, you will need to have a minimum of 14 inches to seasonal high water table, allowing a trench to be 8 inches deep while still maintaining the minimum 6 inches of vertical separation. As we have talked to residents, we have heard a variety of items that have led to confusion. I want to take a minute to clarify a few common concerns. The new rules do not ban any certain systems. However, soil types and rule changes on specific systems could limit the installation of some systems in our county. There is not a single system the rules will require to be installed. The rules allow for many different systems. However, there are changes in the rules for some systems. The new rules will not require every home to install a new system. If your system is working properly, you will be able to keep your current system. The rules do not require an annual inspection on every system. Instead, the local Board of Health will establish an inspection cycle likely ranging from 1 to 5 years, based on the system's complexity and environmental impact. Repairing failing systems will be done whenever possible. This will be done through an incremental change of trying the least expensive fixes first. However, if repairs to your system do not enable the system to properly function, a replacement system will be needed. We want to first help homeowners identify if a problem exists with their system and then find the least expensive ways to repair it. If these initial repairs don't work, or if extensive repairs are needed, we will work with the homeowner to come up with the best system for their home. This process will take time and is not done in a few days. Let's walk through the process of how the new rules will be applied locally. Sometime in the next 1 to 3 years, you will need to either elect to have a registered sewage provider maintain and inspect your system, or you will be placed on the Health Department's O&M program. If you are on the Health Department's O&M program, your sewage system will be inspected sometime within the next 1 to 3 years. We will begin with homes that we will already be on site for. For example, if we receive a nuisance complaint or collect a water sample, and eventually get to any home not on the O&M program through a private provider. If during the inspection we find no visual evidence or odor indicating a failing system or a system in disrepair, we will not inspect your system again until the next cycle or upon a complaint. If we find a failing system or system in disrepair, then we will contact the homeowner and provide a report of what we found. We then advise the homeowner of what repairs are likely needed to fix the problem. If it is an extensive problem, we may advise a new system is needed. For minor issues that are easily repaired with little risk to public health, we will re-inspect for proper function during the next inspection cycle. For more serious problems or problems that require extensive repairs or create a high risk to public health, we will follow up in a few weeks to see what progress has been made. If the homeowner shows a good faith to address the problem through incremental fixes and open lines of communication, the Health Department will continue to work with the homeowner. If the homeowner shows little or no attempts to address the problem and does not maintain communication with the Health Department will issue multiple orders to fix the system. If multiple orders to fix the system do not result in progress toward resolving the issue, then the homeowner is turned over to the prosecutor's office for legal action. We encourage you to call the Health Department at 937-642-2053 if you have any questions about your sewage treatment system. If you suspect your system is failing, have an aging system, or plan to install a new system, call us so we can help you make the best decision for you, your home, and your family. You are also welcome to join us at one of the 3 town hall meetings. If you are interested in reading the new rules, please go to www.uchd.net and click on the new residential sewage rules for 2015 under the featured information section. Then click on the link to the Ohio Department of Health's website. Thank you very much, and please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions or concerns about your sewage treatment system.